In the beginning of the Bible, there was the first story of Genesis. On the first day, God started his creation with the creation of light. On the second day, God created the sky and the atmosphere. On the third day, God created dry land, seas, plants, and trees. On the fourth day, the Lord created the sun, the moon, and the stars. On the fifth day, the Lord created creatures of both the sea and the sky. On the sixth day, the Lord created the animals that were to roam on the land, and finally, he created humans from the dirt of the earth. On the seventh day, the day of the Sabbath, God rested.
Noah was a righteous man, and seeing that the earth was corrupted and filled with violence, Noah, instructed by God, built an ark, in which himself, his sons, and their wives, and both male and female animals of all living creatures would be saved from the waters. Noah's covenant with God was that never again will all life be cut off by the waters of a flood, and never again will there be a flood to destroy the earth. The liberation of the Israelite people from slavery in Egypt began in the 13th century BCE and was led by Moses. Moses was the most important Jewish prophet. He led the Israelites out of Egypt and across the Red Sea. He is also credited with writing the Torah. The burning bush was the location in which God presented himself to Moses and directed him to lead the Israelites out of Egypt. The 10 plagues are water turning to blood, frogs, lice, flies, diseased livestock, boils, hail, locusts, darkness, and the killing of firstborn children. The Passover is a Jewish holiday that lasts for 8 days to celebrate the Israelites being freed from their slavery in Egypt and being led by Moses across the Red Sea. Exodus is the liberation of the people of Israel from slavery in Egypt in the 13th century BCE under the leadership of Moses.
After Moses freed the Israelites from Egypt, he brought them into the desert in search for the promised land. As they were looking and trying to reach Canaan, God sent Moses 10 commandments for the people of Israel. The first 3 being for worshiping God, and the last 7 for being nice to other people.
Samson, a legendary Israelite warrior and judge, or divinely inspired leader, renowned for his prodigious strength that he derived from his uncut hair. He is portrayed in the biblical book of Judges. Saul was the author of the introduction of the Old Testament. He was also chosen king by both the judge Samuel and by public acclamation. On the succession of Suleiman's son, Rehoboam, around 930 BCE, the biblical account reports that the country split into 2 kingdoms, the kingdom of Israel in the north and the kingdom of Judah. Isaiah promises the king that God will destroy his enemies as a sign that his oracle is a true one. Proto-evangelium is a man's ultimate triumph over sin through a coming Savior.